It concerns itself with the changes of perception of reality instead of the reality itself. And therefore, then, your experience of reality is changed, though the reality itself continues to be the same. What recommendations can we have then coming out of such a system? The psychology must be Afrocentric, obviously. Blacks in the helping profession must be grounded in Afrocentricity. Afrocentric psychology must be consciously political. You must not be ashamed to be political as a psychologist. It must be consciously activist. The black psychologist is not merely an armchair philosopher and merely a statistician running standards experiments. Black psychology is not merely psychology that black people happen to be doing. And it's a very important distinction, because many of us, I've seen some books published called Black Psychology, which is really no different from Eurocentric psychology. And the only difference was it was just black people doing it. But essentially, the nature of it, the point of it, was no different from the standard psychology. The black psychologist then is consciously active and must, we said, create rebels. We are saying if our people are oppressed, and a lot of their psychological ills come from their oppression, then an appropriate psychotherapy of our people involves making them rebels against the system that has made them sick in the first place. So that psychology must be educative. It must be educative. Certainly, it has to be community-oriented.
I come here tonight and plead with you. Believe in yourself and believe that you're somebody. As I said to a group last night, nobody else can do this for us. No document can do this for us. No Lincolnian Emancipation Proclamation can do this for us. No Kennysonian or Johnsonian Civil Rights Bill can do this for us. If the Negro is to be free, he must move down into the inner resources of his own soul and sign with a pen and ink of self-assertive manhood his own Emancipation Proclamation. Don't let anybody take your manhood. Be proud of our heritage. As somebody said earlier tonight, we don't have anything to be ashamed of. Somebody told a lie one day. They couched it in language. They made everything black, ugly, and evil. Look in your dictionary and see the synonyms of the word black. It's always something degrading and low and sinister. Look at the word white. It's always something pure, high, and clean. But I want to get the language right tonight. I want to get the language so right that everybody here will cry out, yes, I'm black, I'm proud of it, I'm black and beautiful.
What is good, my people? We are live back again with another live broadcast on the forecast. Back again with the great Cassidra in the building. What's going on, Cassidra? How you doing?
I'm good. Okay, so let me turn off.
Oh, yeah. Maybe mine is echoing. I don't know.
Hold on, I know it's me. Hold on, let me turn this off. Okay, can you hear me now? Okay?
Yeah, you sound clear now, yeah.
Okay,
to me.
cool. I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. And shouts out to Jermaine Thompson in the building. Shouts out to Nicole in the building. Appreciate you for coming through, Nicole. You having a good day though, Cassidra? Can you hear me? Damn, y'all can't hear me. Y'all can't hear me. And you can hear me, Cassidra?
I'm gonna go out and because I'm hearing it's going in and out. So I'm gonna go out and come back in, okay? Or I'm gonna get on
Okay.
my phone. Okay.
Okay. And all right, okay, yeah. Shouts out to y'all. And look, I don't know what's going on. Like, yo, everything used to be smooth, but now every time I get on here, is another technical difficulty or something that's happening. Maybe it's the StreamYard thing. Maybe I need to switch it up and try something else because once my mic start going out, it's just I don't know. So I'm gonna try to get rid of all the technical difficulties, especially at the beginning. But I appreciate y'all for listening and sticking with us so that we can you know work through everything. And okay, yeah, so you got colonized by the Dutch. I think mine is British, so I don't know my last name. So but yeah, so as soon as Cassidra get back on here, we'll just go ahead and get started. Hopefully we don't have no more technical difficulties. Usually once we start, we are pretty good all the way through, but for whatever reason we keep having these problems. Now, today, and one of the reasons why that I'm glad that I started doing this whole thing with Consider, not only did have it kept me focused, even in times where I've lost focus, the whole point of us coming on here and listen, y'all gotta give a shout out to Consider because she get up at what like probably 5 in the morning now. Yeah, I got the message. Yeah, I'll show it. I'm gonna show it. Um, But the point of what we come on here and, because we don't want to waste her time or whatever. And I use these platforms because, look, we need to have propaganda, but it's correct information. Everything that we're saying is true, But it's not just for us to just talk about it. It comes a time where we have to create things, build things, and stuff like that. So it's important for us to stay focused on what we got to do, and we come on here because we got to evaluate the mindset that we got. Because when I look around at our people, like, yo, the old black men, they some damn slaves. Like, nobody is bigger slave than an old damn black man. They gonna break their damn neck for massa, Mr. Jones, whoever your supervisor is. Right? We welcome everybody into our culture, but then we believe everything that everybody else says about us, right? And we take that same energy and then internalize it. And then we try to get away from our own people, from our own culture and stuff like that, and separate ourselves, trying to get accepted, looking for this whiteness or whatever, love or acceptance or something. You know what I'm saying? So we come on here, right? Because it starts from a generational thing, right? We as adults, it's hard to teach, as they say, it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. But that's why it's important for us to limit the toxic stuff that we pass down to our next generations. The mindset that we have, you got to watch what you're saying around like your children or any young children that's around you, right? Because you instill a certain mindset into us because we keep getting enslaved because we don't have self-love. We don't love ourselves enough to stand up for ourselves, right? And we think that we need somebody else to come and save us. I don't know. So yeah, man. But yeah, as soon as Cassidra get back, I guess she having some difficulties. I'm trying. I don't want to start it without her. Um, so hopefully she come. Um, she about to come. All right. Yeah. And that's the whole point of these things, right? The point is, right, with our people, right? It's not about saving everybody. You're never going to convince everybody. I might not even be able to convince my own mama, even though I guess now she got more faith in me, but she used to sit up there and call me racist, you know what I'm saying? Because I say, look, I don't want to do something unless somebody is doing something for black people specifically, right? We shame each other, and we have this whole love. It's not love, because you can't love somebody else until you love yourself, right? But that's why it's important for the people in the circles, right, who share the like-minded thing, whatever you have going on. It's important for us to build with those people, right, and create whatever it is. Like, you might be into something, right, like design, or like creating web design, or whatever it is, technical stuff. Yeah, I don't know my last name, so none of us do. But like, and then you have this, even if it's 5 or 10 people, right? You have this group of young black men, young black women, and a group, trying to, like, to putting their resources, their mindset, their all of that stuff together. You build in community. First you build a family, right? Then you build your neighborhood, right? And then you build your, area of your city. Then you build your state. Then you build your nation. But it starts with the home and improving yourself first. That's why we can all do it. You know what I'm saying? um all right, now hopefully Cassidra about to come now. All right. So I might try to call her to see if she good, if she gonna be able to come on here. All right, y'all, give me 1 second. I'm gonna play this while I call her. Um all right, so I gotta send her the link. So I'm gonna play this while I call her. All right. Okay, yeah, she said she gonna call her.
We're not going to get anywhere curing individuals one by one. This is very, it's just out of, we're going to have to reorient the community itself so that it can reach the broadest number of people and prevent the illness. Often Eurocentric psychology is like police work. It comes after the fact, after you've been robbed. The idea here is, of course, to create a community where this is not allowed to happen to begin with. The psychologists and the social workers and other people then must actively engage in social change. And an Afrocentric psychology must have its own values and not be ashamed to have values, and not to be ashamed to tell its patients that we have some real Afrocentric values, and not go through this pretense that European
All right, y'all. My bad. My bad. Let me. I'm gonna stop for a second and invite her. I apologize for the. I know we be having technical difficulties when we getting started, but I guess that's how they be hating. So let me send her the link now, y'all. All right. So hopefully she'll be on here now. Cause I don't want to get into the first thing, cause the first thing is what she wanted to talk about. All right. So there we go. All right. Can you hear me, Cassidra?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm sorry, you guys, about that. It was
Oh, no.
it's not acting right on my computer, so I had to get on my phone. I do apologize for that. It's too early for this. Sorry though.
Oh, no, no, you good, you good. Like I said, I've been having the technical difficulties the last like 8 weeks. So, all right,
When
so
you
let's
have
go ahead
topics
and
like ours, of course it's gonna happen. You know that. When you have
yeah.
topics like these, of course it's gonna do that. So it's all good. We good. We back. We live. Let's do it. We
All right, yeah,
ready.
you sound crystal clear now. All right, so let's get into it then, right? All right, and we're gonna go ahead and just start from the main thing.
And then
Now,
these
consider I'm gonna tell you this, right?
certain
Now, I did kind of rush
people
doing this,
and
right? And
treating
we
personalities
will be able to
as
fit
such.
everything into what you wanted to talk about, but
Let's
it's
look a
some of
bit
the stuff is kind of random, but it all makes
at
sense.
the labor
But
situation
we'll
as
start
far
with
as how
this.
black people are concerned.
I don't think
I
of
think you will
myself as
find it of
being a Negro.
interest
Never
because if
until
labor does
recently have I
contribute to the
really been
nature of our
concerned that I
people and productivity, then certainly we have to look at it. I'm going to quote a bit, and I hope you can stick with me a little here, from the
am a Negro. I thought all the while that I was an American. I have empathy for my people, but yet in my middle class value, I still kind of think of them as those people. And I'm aware of it, and I think a lot of people in my particular class, if you will, is aware of it, but we're reluctant. We are just imbued with this white middle class value where we think white.
This clip is from a 1968 documentary called Still a Brother, Inside the Negro Middle Class, produced by NET, the National Educational Television Network, which eventually became PBS. The film was looking at a part of Black America that didn't get talked about much back then, the Black middle class. And what this man is doing right here is saying out loud what most people in his position never admitted. He's a Black professional, educated, integrated into mainstream American life, and he's realizing that the system got inside his head, that he'd spent most of his life seeing himself and his own people through a white lens, and was only now starting to reckon with what that meant. This wasn't just about money or poverty, it was about identity, and how a society can condition you to measure yourself by someone else's standard without you even realizing it.
For some reason or the other, I never associated myself with the welfare recipient, the unemployed person. And now I realize that these are my people, that I should be able to do something for them or with them, but yet I haven't. So that, I think, is where the guilt comes in. So I take the position that these people have been denied, and I continue to say these people. Notice that. I continue to say these people. And like I'm not one of them, when in fact I am one of them. I take the position now that I should help, I should do what I can. I have begun to protest. I will now picket. I will now speak out with my white counterpart about the injustices that have occurred to my people, when before, say, 15 years ago, I kind of behaved like it didn't exist. But now when I read, when it's brought to the front about housing and about job discrimination, I realize now that this did exist when I was younger, but I was just oblivious to it. I didn't think as a Negro. But now I'm thinking as a Negro. And I think more people in my group are thinking as Negro.
All right, yeah. So let's hope that more of us are thinking like Negroes. I just don't think that is true. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, consider what you want to say, and go ahead and talk. Like for some reason, my dog started tripping as soon as I get back. It's crazy right now, but yeah. So I'm still listening though.
It's all good. But you know what? When I sent you this, I thought about the state of black people. And a lot of people, a lot of black folk think the way he does. If you made it, you living among white folk, you friends with white folk, you don't have black friends, you living in a white community, you got your child in a white school. A lot of black folk think just like this. They don't see anything wrong with white folk. They don't see the dangers. Their children are good. Their best friend is Becky. Their best friend is Karen. I see this. This is why I sent you this, because this needs to be talked about. Because a lot of black folk don't see themselves as black people. They're friends with the enemy, best friends with the enemy. I had one the other day here in Africa tell me my best friend is white. And I'm looking at her like, are you out of your mind? Do you know their history? That's my question. Why are we forgetting the history? Why are we forgetting who they are? Why are we forgetting what they've done to us and still doing to you today? This makes no sense to me. Not to understand your history, and we in 2026. They still hanging black folk. Somebody said, well, how you where is that happening at? Somebody came on my page, right? We were talking about, hanging and stuff. And they said, well, do you really think black, that they're not committing suicide? I'm like, since when black folk know how to hang themselves? Have we forgotten the history of the police? Have we forgotten who they were? Have we forgotten who we call the slave catchers? Police were used to call slave catchers, right? They're still called that today. They still do the same job. We just call them something different. But the job never changed. So you think those aren't police officers hanging our brothers now? You think they're not trafficking our brothers? They're still doing what they did back in slavery. They was trafficking black folk who was free back in the day. They still doing the same thing. They don't have any new plans. Nothing ever changes with them. And they're still doing the same thing today. So for us to forget and for us to act like this dude here and say, we don't even call ourselves black anymore. Some people, deny their history, right? We're not slaves. Slavery never happened. What? Who does that? Do you ever hear a Jew say the Holocaust never existed? We never hear that. But we'll hear black folk in a minute say, well, slavery never existed. Prove slavery happened. Are you fucking kidding me? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You deny your history? Black folk the only one denying doing that. But I'm gonna rest with that. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to keep hope alive. How about that? Because right now I'm looking side out at black folk that tell me Becky's your best friend. Because
Listen,
Becky's not my anything. I would never trust a Becky or a Karen or anybody that looked like them. But I'm gonna rest with that. You go ahead.
no, consider it like because you've been on here, right? Yeah, they will argue with me all day long when I be like, good ones? What good one? Well, it's got to be one good one. They will argue you down to the ground. And then you wonder why we end up slaves all over and over and over again, because they will tell you, well, no, this one was nice to me. They gave me a candy bar one time and they said, oh, yeah, I like you better than the other Negroes. So that one was good. Like, and then they call me and you racist for saying whatever we say, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't know. What you think about that, Cassandra?
And what gets me is when I hear people say what Jermaine just said, all white folk ain't like that. Hell yeah, they are, all of them. Every last one of them. Because if you don't smile and you can't be black around them, you can't talk about subjects like this with them. You can't call them out of their stuff because they're gonna get mad and then you're gonna be one of them N-words, right? So no matter what, if you tell me that your best friend is a white woman, a white person, a white guy, then I'm gonna tell you that you're blinded. You're not showing your true nature, and they know that you're safe, and that's why you can call them friends because they know you'll never go against them. You're not a threat, and that's what happens when a black person call a white person their best friend. That means you sold out. That means they can come around and use the N word around you. They can come around and talk about other black folk around you. And they probably do. And you join in the conversation. That's how you can call Becky your best friend, because you act and you think just like her. You talk about your own in front of her. You talk about your man in front of her. You probably don't even date black men or black women because you want her man. You want to date white men because, yeah, you heard white men treat black women better. Yeah, they murdering them. That's what they're doing. They are. They're treating them better. They're putting them in the grave. They sure are. So take your chances. And I'm
Yeah,
gonna rest with
and
that one.
all I could do is to say to Jermaine, you're gonna have to show me. Like I keep telling everybody to show me, but they go back with the same one. John Brown. John Brown wasn't real, so try another one. But I don't know. And that's the mentality though, because that's what's the difference. And it doesn't, and the point is people don't even realize it's not about any individual one of them. I don't care about none of them, right? Like if they was somewhere doing what they was doing to each other in the cave somewhere and we never seen them, who would care? You know what I'm saying? The problem is what they do, and it's a system, right? A system that has to be destroyed. And even the ones that you love do not want a system that inherently protects them, right? Gives them some level of protection to be destroyed. Even the ones that would be like, hey, I don't like police shootings, right? But their mentality is, well, we just have to train them to be more into our culture. You know what I'm saying? And the problem is, there's always going to be a Negro somewhere like, oh, well, it's cool. We can let the pale face in. You know what I'm saying? But you want to say something, Cassidra?
Exactly. And just like you see black folk building, like they getting land and they're building on the land, right? You have black folk come on there. Can I bring my white husband or my white wife? Hell no. We're trying to get away from them. And you trying to bring them? No. Keep them over there. You don't have a black mindset and you married to a white anybody, male or female. No, you're not invited to the black community because we know that you've sold out. Your mindset is wrong. You talk white, you think white, you act just like them. That's why you get along with them so well. That's why you married to them, because you don't like black people, because you don't like your blackness, because you've sold your soul, you've sold yourself. So, no, when we build our communities, you are not allowed to bring your white wife or your white husband. If you were black first, you wouldn't be with a white man or a white woman. So, no, you're not invited, period. And I'm gonna rest with that one.
All right, all right. Well, we're gonna see example, but this is some examples here, Cassidra. So it's this thing going on, right, where these black women is going to China just to ride a bike or some crazy stuff. And now the sister is upset when she realized, hey, I thought I had a friend.
The highlight of my trip ended in the ultimate betrayal. The guy I booked with and filmed the video shoot with decided to upload the video with a filter that made me appear to be obese, clearly to attempt to mock me. Here's the raw footage. Here's what he edited and uploaded without consent. Here's a side-by-side. This is so hurtful, distasteful, and disgusting. I just found out about this today. I was actually making a video for you guys on how to book with him, but something told me to go watch the video on his page. And that's when I saw it. Posting my image wasn't some accident. It was a premeditated, deliberate attempt to distort and disrespect my image. Keep in mind, the filter was only on me, not him. There was no way this was a mistake. As a melanated woman, this is the unfortunate reality of not just life, but travel. We are constantly questioning if people truly appreciate us for who we are, or if they're secretly harboring racial bias, or worse, using us as the punchline for racially motivated jokes. What's crazy is that this night was originally filled with laughter, good vibes, and creativity. I trusted this creator, supported his business, paid for the video shoot, was nothing but kind, and this is how he rewarded me. I have such a beautiful spirit.
Yeah, that might be the problem. This the beautiful
That's
spirit that
how he
her and
rewarded.
I
Jermaine
have
got.
such a beautiful spirit and genuine heart, and that's why I
I
will
bet.
never
And maybe
understand.
that's why you was. Never mind. I ain't gonna say nothing, Consider. You want to say
But I'm
she
all
got
saying
she
for
got a
you.
beautiful spirit. So
Yeah. And she sold out. She sold out. Why you didn't do this with a black person in Thailand or China? You know what? You got a lot of black men in China that's, trying to grow their pages, right? Why she didn't do this with a black person in China? is trying to grow their page. You went to China, you did it with a white boy, a white China. Okay. But you already know how they feel about black people. I don't know why we get this twisted. I just seen where they said, hey, that they can sell a black person in Thailand for $100 million, right? And y'all black folk going to Thailand, y'all know they don't like you over there. How do they treat the Africans? Just like China. When they had COVID, when they had COVID started there. And then, the Africans were there, they was treating the Africans bad. And you still, and they always have something to say about black people in America. You go to a Chinese shop, what happened? Oh, every time. But we still don't get it. They don't like black people. You support them. They never support black folk, nothing. They never come to your business and eat your food. They never come to your business and buy anything. But you always go into the Chinese shop. For what? Stop supporting them. You talk about how when you come in, their beauty supply places, and they follow you around. They do. They follow you around. I've seen it. So why are you still supporting them if you know that this is how they are? I'm not shocked. Nothing shocks me with these people that don't look like us. What shocks me is black folk still acting like it don't exist. It shocks me because you shocked. Why are you shocked? These people never fixed anything. They never hold themselves accountable. They never will understand. They will never understand you. So when you call yourself dating them, mixing and mingling, marrying them, whiting yourself out, because I seen something the other day that said in 2020, 2030, the percentage of black folk that's going to be truly black people, how our men are all these biracial babies, they're creating their own group, ethnic group. Black people are. I said they're whitening. They're going to white those babies out. That's what they're going to do because they know that they need us to survive. And that's what they're doing. They're mating with you because the next person they mate with going to be a white person. Then that way they can white themselves back. You know what I'm saying? We don't think about how devious these people are. But you can see it now how Trump, bombed Iran, was supposed to be in talks with them, and they turn around and bombed them. Why they having talks? This is not showing you who these people really are. Help me to understand something. Help me to wake up if I'm asleep. And I rest.
If I'm asleep, and you better not be. No, I ain't gonna say that. I was about to say something that would have. You know what?
Go ahead.
You better not be trying to wake me up with no Democrat talking points either. But anyway, shouts out to Matron in the building. Appreciate you for coming through, Matron. And by the way, just before we move on from them, check this out, right? So look at this. Chinese dude
Close to
that's
them.
talking about the
Let's watch the
not
video.
a brother in China, I think.
They get bad habits. See this ones now they close me say because they black they inside this box. I make they close me. Let me see, you go this idiot house now, your house with a smell. Even if they feel sweep house, they close me because they see black.
Family, I'm just going to interpret what he said because he said it in Nigerian pidgin. He said this Chinese people, they have bad habits. He said if you go to their houses, you see that they don't sweep their houses and they are covering their noses because he was sitting close to them because he's a black person. That was what he said. And unfortunately, as we see in that video, they close their nose and turn their faces. So as not
Which is crazy because like I do like they smell like dogs, I think, That's just but they all would call me racist for saying that though. But
They're
then I
eating
was
dogs, and they
they
eating
stink.
dogs. You got to know to come your mouth. Whatever.
And
This
I
is
was
how
gonna
they are. When are we gonna wake up to this? When? China is not in Africa to help Africans. Their land is disgusting, right? You remember the killers of the flower moon, where the white folk, white men was marrying the Indian women, and they were killing those Indian women for the land. So now you got China doing the same thing, but because we don't read and understand history, they're doing the same thing, marrying these black African women who own land in Africa. So by me marrying a black woman in Africa who's owning land, guess who's going to get that land? Her child. You guys don't get it. Y'all don't
like what
understand
they
this.
did.
Love ain't got nothing to do with it. It's about land, honey.
It's
Anytime
only
you're dealing
love.
with them, go ahead when they take your land.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's only love for you. It ain't love for them.
It's never been, because they've always shown you how they feel about you. Go back to when we was in That time, the lollipop time. That's what I'm gonna call it, because I don't want to deem, go back and see how they treated Africans in China. They put them out on the street. They put them out the apartment and had them living on the street. They wouldn't even serve them in the restaurant. But we forget. We forget. But then we'll say not all of them. Yeah, I don't care if it's one. That to me includes all of them. Because if you have one that's treating you, disrespecting you, and the other one don't say anything, he's complicit. His brother's complicit. But I understand what Jermaine was saying. He said he was just joking when he said what he said, his comment, but I understood it. He was just joking.
Oh yeah.
But
It's
we
like
have
I
to
take it
understand.
personal because my mama say that to me. Like, not all of them is bad, and I like, what you mean, mom? Like, you think the white man's ice is colder? You do.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the saddest part, because our parents should know better. If you came from the 50s and, back in the day, in the 40s, 50s, 60s, you know better because you saw it. You experienced it. So for you to sit up there and say stuff like that, that's a problem. Because I remember when this lollipop came in and I asked my mom, I said, Mom, you gonna take it? And she goes, now my mom's, she, in between. And I said, you gonna take it? She goes, no. And I said, why? She said, because I know them. But she knows them sometimes, but then sometimes she don't. You understand what I'm saying? But you got to know them all the time. Even though the ones that smile in your face all the time, they want to take your place, right? And what they call them, backstabbers. That's who they are. You can't trust none of them, especially the ones that smile at you. But
They
we trust
probably
those
stab.
bastards yeah, we trust them so much that, remember the white dude that was keeping the 3-year-old baby and ended up molesting the baby and killing the baby, then went to jail and they killed him in
Mhm.
jail. See, this is what I'm saying. You can't trust them. You can't. I don't care how they smile. They always up to something nefarious when it comes to black people. It's always, always. Even the ones that want to come and hang out with you. Remember the ones that was the dude that was coming to Africa and gave those African girls HIV? Well, how much time did he get? Hardly any, right? When he went to jail? Because that's a felony, right? But he got hardly any time, if any. But I'm just
Well,
saying, I want y'all to wake your eyes up. I want you guys to wake up. Stop acting like stuff is, it's changed so much. They're still doing the same stuff that they did back in the day. We still hanging on trees, you guys, that they're calling suicide. You think the police not in on that? The medical examiner, the DA, all of them in the cahoots. Hey, you guys to sit up there and not say nothing. We won't even do anything about it because they said it's suicide. What? Are you serious? But go ahead, forecast.
yeah, no, yeah. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say to that. Except for black people don't learn, do we? And this is my only thing about habits with this
They are facing. And
ally
we are very
thing because
much
we don't
in the
understand it.
north central part of Nigeria. There is so much lithium. I think if you saw the news about a week ago, I had to visit one of the sites, one of the Chinese companies that I have been speaking with, and I told them that it is very important that they do not continue to take our material in its raw form outside Nasarawa State. We must find a way to process it in Nasarawa State. Locally for us, they are building a factory roughly about $100 million, which I went and visited. So it is not just about the material, it's actually a fundamental problem we have in this country. One, about the illegal mining you have mentioned, and two, about the degradation of the environment. And these people are doing most of these things without following the due process of mining.
These are lorries operating.
Well, so, and I'm pretty sure y'all saw that, so I ain't gonna play that whole thing, but you see that. But the thing about it though, because we to try to stick to the topic, right? We show all fit in the words of Cassidra, show all 52 teeth when Massa up there, or the wannabe Massa, even, or anybody that's not you, really. You know what I'm saying? But the scowls and the grimaces that we show towards each other, right? We try to escape from each other and try to blend in with every other community, let every other community come into ours. You know what I'm saying? Like, not all of them, right? And then let's see here.
So these, girls, Nigeria.
Let's see. Now, These is a Nigerian sister talking about when she was told her dad she was going to a HBCU, right? Because we see the energy that black folks have with each other, you know.
College. You're going to again? Howard. Huh? Howard. Oh, Harvard University. No. Howard. Howard. Is it that I have back? Yes. I have faith. So I came all the way from Nigeria. Brought you people to a better life. And tell me what? Niggas walking around. It's not that white school with good education and background. What school is that again? What is it have? Temple? That stupid school I'm going to Howard. Oh, Howard. What does it have? What does it have? It's not high tuition. You pay until I die. What are you studying again? Nursing. He's not doctor. He's not engineer. No. It's just nursing. Yes. For 64.
So what do you think about that, Cassidra? Her imitating her dad about going to a HBCU.
But that's why they act. They don't want anything to do with black people. And that's the saddest part. And I'm serious. They don't want nothing to do with black people because they already tell their kids not to hang with you. That's why you see them with white people. They love white people, even though the white people have come to Africa and colonized them and treated them like crap. They still love them. They love white folk. I'm telling you, it's almost so disgusting when you see it how they smile and they face and they cheesing up against these people. And these are the very ones that colonized you and treated you and still treating you crazy today. But when it comes to them and white folk, black folk, they don't want nothing to do with you. That's why she admit that. That's how they feel about black people. And that's the sad part about it. They can't be trusted. I'm sorry, they can't. Some, I'm not gonna say all. Look, I'm not gonna say all of them because I've met some very nice ones here. But some of them walk right past you, which is very unfortunate. So I make it my business to speak. Hey, how y'all doing? Because if you don't speak, they ain't speaking. Not rest.
And see, that's the thing, right? With black people globally, it seems to be some kind of disease that we will have tribal differences with each other. Maybe it's a family thing, right? Maybe it's like you will fight with your cousins, but you smile when the damn vacuum cleaner salesman come over. You know what I'm saying? And the problem is you're gonna end up spending $2,000 on some vacuums you don't need instead of investing in your cousin or investing in yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even saying that tribal things shouldn't even be a thing. You know what I'm saying? But and even with European tribes like the French and the Dutch or they're going to fight each other. But one thing that they have always understood when it comes to us is they will put aside their tribal differences to keep these N-words in their place, right? And the new N-word is the Neanderthal, right? You know, so we have to work together to keep the N-word in their place. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the thing that we don't understand, but it's called divide and conquer. But somehow we have never accepted each other, even in the community. Like black people will be like, "Oh, I ain't going over there. These black people act like this and this." Have you even ever been over there? Most people that live in the hood is regular. It's like old women and you know what I'm saying, kids and nice people. You know what I'm saying? Have you even actually been there? To judge the people that come from there, most of them have regular jobs. Is a poverty mindset in the hood, you know what I'm saying, which is the disgusting thing. But let's not act like it's not manufactured. But when we look at our people, we separate ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we should have programs for the smart youth that comes out of college, but we should also have stuff for the youth that go to prison, right? Have our like a military that point the guns outside of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if Africa ever turned the guns from inside of Africa, or we turned the guns from inside the hood and turned them outside the hood. You know what I'm saying? How nice the hood itself would be. It would be a place where everybody's trying to get into, like, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? And there'll be a place that they would target to destroy. Just like they tried to say we didn't have nothing then and there, like in Africa, nor here. but we created our own cities, our own infrastructure, our own stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. I don't know.
But you're right. You're right. If we would just come together, we can shut America down. We can shut a lot of those businesses down by just supporting our own. But when we say that, we sound foreign and they go, well, why? What are we doing? Are we taking it all the way back to the 60s? Yeah, we're taking it all the way back to where it never should have left. Because if we had taken care of our own neighborhoods and put our taxes in our own neighborhoods and took care of us, we wouldn't be at the bottom today. They would be at the bottom. But what would we do? We slapped our ancestors in the face. We left our communities. We joined up with them. We produced. We gave them our money. They put their monies together and our money with their money, and they built up something beautiful for them. Okay. When you
And
try to take your black behind over there, what happens? They look
and
at you like you crazy.
And that's the thing though, because they'll be like, "Oh, I hire for $12 an hour," but if you be like, "Oh," and then Negroes be on the job like, "Oh," and they expect you, and like I'm like, "Yo," the audacity, like they expect you to be like, "Oh, well, maybe if I bust my ass, they give me another dollar so that I could," you know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell no, like I ain't doing nothing, you know what I'm saying? You pay me for whatever you want me to do. That's how you do. But they're going to try to get a dollar out of your slave labor because you don't think you a damn
That's
slave,
right.
but you better. I bet you go to sleep in 5 minutes because you got to get up in the morning, though, even if whether you want to or not. You know what I'm saying? Or you'll be like me, like where you be hurt in the morning. But I'd rather be hurt than to go to sleep right now. You know what I'm saying? Because like you got to do whatever, but they have a corporation where they're gonna get paid more money than you for you busting your ass. And I hate seeing old black men sitting up there working themselves to death like for somebody else. Like you ain't even gonna get a damn raise, and you gonna sit up there and complain to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not doing this. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you think. You know what I'm saying? I ain't helping the Mexican boy either. You know what I'm saying? If he can't do it, he can't do it. Cause I don't know if you ever worked around them or seen them. They suck, but anyway, not all of them though, right?
Whatever. But you understand, it's just the saddest thing because we work harder for them than we will for us. A lot of y'all work in their businesses. I'm gonna take a video. I'm gonna do a video of how many white folk here on the beaches laying up have businesses in the state and they're here enjoying their best life while you have never traveled outside of the country and you complain when somebody even try to get you to travel outside the country just to see something different. But they living their best life, laying on the beach, sunbathing, looking red as raisins or red as hot tamales,
Blisters.
and you sitting up there, and you sitting up there that won't even miss a day of work. And then when you do miss a day of work, you get fired, or you won't even travel outside of America because you're so busy working for them. But they laying on the beach the whole day, enjoying their best life, enjoying life, and you sitting up there working their businesses, flipping their hamburgers or cleaning, being their maid, working in their hotels, and they enjoying living the best life ever in Africa. I
and they
swear,
said,
I look at some stuff and it's just so disgusting. They
and
buying
that's
$500,000 homes over here on the beach, and y'all sitting up there flipping a hamburger for their asses, and they paying you $8 an hour, but they over here living large with your money because you working so hard for their business. They done left you in charge of their business, but you won't even grow your own business. You won't even think about having your own business. That's the
and
saddest part.
you know what the sick part though, Cassandra? No, like it's even sadder, right? Because you got to save up all year round and go to that place for 2 or 3 days. You know what I'm saying? To take a vacation for 2 or 3 days after you just saved up all year round, and you might
Exactly.
as
And they
well
here
have
a whole
saved that
month.
money for whatever.
And they here a whole month. They be here a whole month. I had Airbnb, right? I'm telling you, they stay there whole month. How where you don't work? How you get to be in Airbnb a whole month? I'm just saying, how are you doing that? Because you working for them. You flipping a hamburger. You watching out for their business like it's yours. And then you eat a hamburger and they fire you. What? I done worked all week for you.
You
I
better
needed
not
some
drop
lunch
no
money.
French
I ain't
fry.
got no lunch money. You better not shit. You better not eat that hamburger. You better not have that throw that little molded bread bun away. You better take the mold off and serve that to the black folk. I'm just saying, what are we doing?
Hey, and then
We
they
won't
be in
even
the
work
store
hard for
like,
ourselves.
and then they
Go
be in
ahead.
the store mad at you like, oh, you best to spend all your, you better not use no coupon, you better not do nothing. Like they mad at you like it's they stuff. Like it's crazy. Like, oh yeah, don't. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic. Shouts out to Karma 804. Red is like, yeah, they over there getting. Well, I guess that's a good thing. So if they sitting out in the sun, just go steal their suntan lotion and let the sun do his job. You know.
Oh,
Um,
honey, that's something their asses. You should see. I mean, oh God. Even with the suntan lotion, they look a fool. They look a hot mess. They look a hot mess. I'd be like, that suntan their asses up.
yeah, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Yeah, you know. But the problem is the angrier, the mad ain't getting madder. You know what I'm saying? So. But then we have Negroes who gonna get fired trying to speak up for other people. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one thing that we will do. You gonna put
Professor
on the cake for
Sue has been
everybody else.
fired for talking about Palestine.
Oh no!
Wow. How dare he? Philosophy
Yeah,
professor
how dare he?
Idris
Right.
Robinson was fired from Texas State University.
All right, hold on. Let me just play the news thing. How dare he? Right. That's his.
Robinson's attorney tells me he's been on a leave of absence from Texas State since last June, and his employment is set to end in just over 2 months. But she says this case is much bigger than just one professor.
Other than this incident, his reputation was stellar.
Idris Robinson hasn't been on the Texas State campus teaching philosophy this school year.
This is a case where it is absolutely clear cut.
Instead, Samantha Harris is representing him in a lawsuit, hoping to help him keep his job.
For a public employer like a state university or any other government agency to fire or punish a public employee for their speech as a private citizen on a matter of public concern is a very clear violation of the First Amendment.
According to an emergency motion filed by Harris, Robinson was placed on leave by the university in June 2025 after a clip of his speech at an anarchist book fair in North Carolina a year prior surfaced online. The title of his presentation, Strategic Lessons from the Palestinian Resistance. The lawsuit claims soon after he was placed on leave, he was notified.
Yeah, lesson number one. Right? They don't. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. They don't be like not all of them. You know what I'm saying? And they certainly don't. They be on code when it comes to you. I say that they on code enough to have 1,000 years of slavery for you, or 2,000 years, however long it's been. But there you go. Cassidra, a professor fired for talking up for Palestine or wherever he was talking up for. But
Oh,
while
well, he should have been talking about his own. Why he wasn't talking about Africa? Why he wasn't talking about his own people? Why he wasn't talking about Sudan? Sudan going through hell right now. Why you ain't talking about that? You see what I'm saying? We love other folks, honey. We love to bring up other folks' issues when you got the same issue. But nobody care about your issue. Nobody care about what you got to say when it's not your issue, when it's your issue. But I rest. We gonna learn. You done lost
well,
your job from what? From Palestine people? For Palestine, what the hell?
well,
Sudan was going through the same thing. Why didn't you talk about them? They're going through civil war right now. Sudan is going through some hell. A lot of folks, black folk in Sudan they're dead. They died. They're dying.
well, they're gonna
We don't
say,
talk about that though. You know, and at the same time, Congo was going through something, right? We are talking. Do you hear about that? No. We'll bring up white folk. Who the hell cares? Blow it up. Who cares? I wouldn't care if Israel blew itself up Palestine too.
but you know, consider the
Talking
thing.
about black folk.
The thing is, right, they gonna try to excuse it. They're gonna be like, oh, he's talking about just the resistance and stuff like. But let's be real. Like, do you think that a black man is talking about resistance, or he's talking about trying to unify with talking about I love everybody and this Palestine? Which is more likely that you think is gonna be for a damn black man? I'm sorry, I'm a black man. You know what I'm saying? More likely for me, I wouldn't have been bringing it up in the first place. But I'm falling to this category with the rest of us. So it's more likely that this black man was talking about you know, like free Palestine as opposed to real rebel, because you ain't gonna put no bomb on your thing and jump into a plane and fly into a building or nothing like that. You ain't finna do that, you know. But that's a whole nother topic. I guess I shouldn't have said
Oh,
that.
you talking over their head. You talking about dying for black folk? You what? You want me to do what for black people? What?
You ain't
I'll
finna
do it
jump
for
in no plane.
Palestine. This is what they say. I'll do it for Palestine, but I sure ain't doing it for the men words. I do it for Palestine for free. For free.
Let me jump in front of
Remember
this
when?
baton.
Oh my
But
God.
then guess who they
An
let me
anti-affirmative action group has filed a lawsuit against the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation, accusing it of racial discrimination. The American Alliance for Equal Rights claims scholarships awarded to African American students by the CBC are illegal. The suit says two members of its group who applied for scholarships were rejected because they are not black. This is the same group that filed a suit against the Hispanic Scholarship Fund for the same reason.
Okay, well, white folks do it all the time. And we don't never file a lawsuit, do it. They do it all the time. They just don't tell you, but they still do it. But do we file lawsuits? No, because we know how they are. But they'll come to your neighborhood, just like I think a lawsuit was filed against the black people that bought the 100 acres of land because white folk couldn't live on there. But you got your own stuff. We can't live on your land. You come over there. I remember a time we used to get crosses burned in our yard for moving in a white community. Remember? It used to be a time, and it's still a time now, where you could even buy a black person could even buy a home in certain areas. It's still like that, but we don't sue them. But every time black folks try to be free, here they come. Here they come. Let's just stop announcing it and let's just do it. Period. We don't have to give an award to white students. They have their own. Their parents have money. Why are you coming over here anyway trying to get a scholarship? Your daddy probably the richest in the country, and you come and mess with black folk trying to start some shit. But that's what they do. That's all they know how to do is keep black folk on their toes. I'm sick of them. I'm ready to relax. What about you, Forecast? I rest with.
I wish. It sounds nice. So now check this out, right? Now when we're gonna get into, and if Nicole's still listening, we're gonna play that one next.
Unlawful entry. Unlawful entry.
What do you mean unlawful entry? She's a tenant. She's a
Basically, they're trying to stop my tenant rights from gathering tenants. You see all these tenants? I gathered these tenants for a meeting. They are illegally violating, calm down. They are illegally violating my tenant rights by telling me I cannot organize.
And by the way, if you have ever said something about a black ICE something and have not said something about a black cop, like it's not the same damn thing, then maybe you should look in the mirror and see like why you gotta. That's your question to why you gotta go to work in the damn morning. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the same thing. Like the black cops is the worst. Like yo, like and that's what makes it the worst. Like if there is a lesser of or more of two evils, that's what makes it the more of two evils, because you believe the deception only because you want to. You ran out of places to get stabbed in the back. Like Cassidra, you was talking about earlier, getting stabbed in the back. We can't get stabbed in the back no more because they got every centimeter of our damn back already. They probably working on our heels at this point, you know. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing.
This is the least. They have people over them. That's what I'm saying as well. They're being retaliatory because this is what I do. You understand what I'm saying? That's against my tenant rights. They cannot bar me without a court order notice.
Okay. So, man, let's leave the building, okay?
I have to leave the building?
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Let's go this way.
I live this way.
We're gonna go with you.
Why are you arresting me? I live here on the property.
We understand that.
I live on the property.
Let me say this. If you ever see Black people advocating for themselves and others, and you don't...
Oh, never mind, because you know it's going to be for the others. It ain't going to be for themselves. And then look at this.
You ain't lying. That's what I was just saying. Because I've seen some white folk in that crowd. Okay, so who are you advocating for? You know, because we'll advocate for other folk in a minute. But for ourselves, hell no. When the last time you stood up for yourself? Or when the last time you stood up for another black person that you saw going through some shit? We don't. So other folk, oh yeah, as long as you don't look black, we got you. But look black and it's quiet as a mouse. Just like in FAC, they talked about that dude, and that was the one that got arrested, but gave they gave 7 years. You think black folk went to court for him? You think they stood up for him? When he was standing up for them, he put his neck on the line for black people. And when he needed black folk, we didn't do it. We talked about him. We got him. They had lives about him. That's the sad part about it. This man put his neck on the line. And black folk totally did not support him when he needed it the most.
But
So
and even for the people who are more or too coon to even or too coon to understand what Cassidra just said, even people like Dr. John Henry Clark, right? Black people didn't support him when he was older, and like he shouldn't have been working or doing nothing. He should have been taken care of. But to your point, like we don't take care of our own. You know what I'm saying? And but because
just like
black people
Dr.
going,
Claude Anderson. Just
yeah.
like Dr. Claude Anderson. We should have took care of that brother. We should have had him going all across America talking. But Dr. Claude Anderson been talking the same talk he's been talking for a long time. Now he's old, and I don't think he talks as much now, but he's older. But we should have been taking care of him, sending him all across America. But when people was talking black like we talk now today, they looked at you funny, and they still look at us crazy. Even today, you racist. What are you talking about? We telling you about their history, but we racist. Are you calling them racist who did the act to you? No, you have nothing to say because they're your best friends now because you forgot. But you're going to remember, just like the dude with the black dog who didn't want to date a black woman. He said, I only want a black dog. Who killed him? His white dog, right? See, we gotta stop with this. We gotta stop thinking they're so much better. I'm going over here because I'm safe with them. Okay, keep on doing that. That black woman who was at that pajama party thought she was safe too and ended up dead that night. The black Nigerian who was dating the white OnlyFans, he dead because he thought he was safe, didn't like black women. Dog black women out, talked about us like a dog. Who killed him? She did. Oh, she was white. His OnlyFans girlfriend murdered him, who treated him like shit through the whole relationship. But that's okay because they're your best friend. But I rest with that.
Yeah, and I'll just say this, right? Because I put the thing in one of the it was a different one, I guess, but one of the Neanderthal boys was like, yeah, what about MLK? I'm like, they shot him in the face, so that's not gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to get shot in the face. Talk about holding your hand, so I'm good. All right,
Talking
and let
about
me
holding
play.
hand with no white girl. No, thank you. I'm gonna pass on that. Don't even bring one home.
I'd rather hold a black woman's hand if I'm gonna get shot in the face. So, well, or do the. Never mind. I'll be quiet.
And on down, it states that if you are a spouse of a veteran, 65 and up and meet the income requirement, individuals who are disabled, as well as those who are spouse of veterans who have no income requirement, they are not supposed to be paying these property taxes. They have tried to illegally evict Ms. Marva Williams out of her home, and she has the proof and has shown the proof to the courts, and the county also has record that she has been paying her property taxes, and if anything, she's overpaid. So if anything, the county actually owes Ms. Marva some money instead of them saying that they're evicting her out. So they've been trying to illegally evict her. And at this point right now, they illegally evict her today on this Friday. And so we were able to get a court order to stop this. And the process and service that is involved, although it's supposed to be a sheriff that is involved in the evictions, the process and service has finally stopped. But they didn't stop when the order was actually first enforced and shown to them as they were out here.
Stop the illegal evictions, stop putting people out of their homes, and the state's taking over people's homes just so they can flip houses and gentrify.
And they're actually targeting Black and brown communities. Older Black and brown individuals are the ones who are mostly targeted, who are being illegally evicted out of their homes in Memphis, Tennessee. Please share this.
Please share, please share, please share. This is an atrocity.
Now, what
So
you
they
think about
waited
that?
till they got done emptying the house out before they stopped. And where is why we don't see more people advocating for this? You know what I'm saying? I see two women. Where's everybody? You understand what I'm saying? When it comes to us, you pick and choose. Well, okay, we have this one. And then you got all of these people coming against that one person that's trying to stand up for that Black person. You never have a whole crowd of people trying to support, but then you have the NAACP and you have the CDC, the Black Caucus standing up for immigrants, right? Going to march for them, going to the borders for them. But then where are they when it comes to us? Where are they? Why is the CDC not handling this? Why is the NAACP not there? You see what I'm saying? We got to fight our own causes. We never had the NAACP behind us. Never. It's got to be something just something that's just off the chain that's gonna get some news coverage. But this is crazy though. But I rest with that. I rest.
Right. And this is why it's important, no matter what nobody can tell you to fund your own communities, you know what I'm saying? But you ain't gonna put in your own communities together, fund your own communities and protect those communities if you don't even love yourself and you trying to get away from those communities in the first place. And then when you get away, you mad because another black person there, you be like, oh damn, these N-word. Like they don't look at you as the N-word who messed the neighborhood up in the first place. You know what I'm saying? You see yourself as different, right? But there can be individualism because we all are individuals. But as far as societies and how they work and how systems operate, it's a collective organization. That's why the individuals who you like don't matter. You know what I'm saying? But it's just gonna be interesting when that if that time I'm gonna say when that time comes and you have to make that decision between that good white person and your freedom, what you gonna choose? Well, consider, by the way, you do know a lot of slaves went back and told their masters about revolts because they didn't want, it was like, yeah, my slave owner is a good one, I don't want him to get killed or nothing like that, and they told him.
Absolutely. And they should have died.
Mhm.
They should have died. Every time a black person run their mouth, the whole family should die. Seriously, that's the only way we're gonna get rid of these traitors. That's the only way. And every time they run their mouth and the state slave revolt was stopped, that person, not only them, but their whole family should have died. Period. This is what we have to do. Because when you go against white folk, you get off code, what happened? You died. Remember the woman that was helping with the march, the boycott back in the day? She's a white woman. Her husband told her to stop. They shot her in the face.
Yo, you
They
know what's
killed
crazy?
her.
Yo, consider that's you kind of gave a secret away because they only say John Brown and then they say Schroeder and Good, but you just named another, and this is a white bitch too, so I'm surprised they didn't even name her. I don't think they even know about her,
Exactly.
but
She died. They shot her in the face. Her husband told her stop because he knew what was going to happen. Because that's what crackers do to their own. Dylan Root, who's that? Kyle Rittenhouse shot 3 of them, right? Did he go to jail? No, because he was on code. Those 3 crackers that was marching Black Lives Matter was off code. That's why he killed them and got away with it. Didn't serve no jail time. Because when you get off code in white community, you die, and they know it, and they'll tell you about it. But what happened when you get off code in black community? Candace Owens, Roland Martin. We can call that a whole slew of them.
make money.
What happened? Absolutely, yeah, exactly. You get paid. You get paid. So, I seen Jermaine said you're gonna have to take care of them before we're gonna have to clean house. You're right. We're gonna have to clean house, and we should start now. Because some of them don't need to be. We don't need to take them with us. Leave them right there with them crackers. Leave them right there in America. Leave them right there. Let them live with Becky and Ken.
And let me say this, right? Because Khalid Muhammad didn't say this, but I'm gonna use it because I don't know why that white girl was there, and you don't know why that white girl was there. You know what I'm saying? And for all I know, it could have been for the same reason the white girls be going to Jamaica. You know what I'm saying today? So I don't know why she was there, and
Yeah,
you
getting
don't
their
know
hair
why she was
braided.
there. So.
Yeah, getting their hair braided. Looking like a damn fool. You walk around with cornrows. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that so bad. I see them come to Africa, they got cornrows and they got the hair in their head. Oh, I'll be ready to throw up. I can't stand it. I'll be wanting to snatch it out their head. They want to be black so bad, it's ridiculous. I can't stand it.
No, because all right. So let me hurry up through the rest because I gotta make you mad before we get off of here. Um, Now, before we cast judgment, though, from the good white ones, you know what I'm saying? This might be one, Cassidra, so maybe she
Senator
can
Wisdom.
convince you.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but dear Black people, you guys need to understand, you guys are hypercritical over us white people, man. Like, and I know there are still many millions of racist, white racist people in this country. I know, but I promise you it's not the majority anymore. It can't be the majority in no way, shape, or form. But
She lost her damn
what,
mind. Get your ass off the line.
and like, I know,
She's trying to convince
I
you.
know the things that my
And you know
grandfather
what she
did.
convinced
I
us?
know
She's
great
convincing
grandfather.
us. Absolutely. Go ahead. I'm gonna let her play. I'm gonna let her lies. Go ahead with her lies. Go.
I know the past runs deep between white people and Black people, and I know there's a lot of anger when you see a white face. I know, but like, you guys are extremely critical of us now when we have not even been given one single chance, not one single chance to fix the shit.
We don't want you fixing shit.
that our
Just stay over there with that. We don't want you to fix nothing.
There are people like us that want to still fix it. And it's not to say sorry for them, it's because it also needs to happen. But give us the chance to fix the unjust. Give us a chance to rebuild the bridges.
Hell no.
That's a good white one, Cassidra. What you talking about?
Please,
Hell no.
I'm just
I wish I had been sitting there when she was talking
we
that
haven't
shit.
had a single moment to make up for it. We've just had your feet on our necks about it for the past 30 years.
That's not enough time? How long did it take?
Let us get off the
How long
ground
did it take?
and let's help rebuild the country that we all love and want to live in together.
Save democracy.
Trust you.
Burn it down.
Actually
Burn it
want
Come
down.
on back, Cassidra. Come on back. You heard the white girl.
Man, I wish I could have been sitting right there next to her. I'd have ate her ass up on that live. On the live. We didn't gave you had 30 years. You just said it. How long does it take? If y'all want to get busy, you could have did this long time ago. Long time ago.
30 times 100 years, you know.
Exactly. So now you want us to do what? Oh yeah, we want to take your word for it. We didn't already been there and done that. We gave you several chances. And I can count the times when you hung up a Black person. So we giving you chance after chance. You know, the dude just bought a farm in Denver, right? They harassing that brother like crazy, but he gave y'all a chance. He was feeding y'all during COVID. And what they doing to that brother? Killing his animals. They killed one of his workers, and nobody went to jail. Nobody. They didn't trespass on his land, in his house. But you want us to give you a chance? You didn't have too many. You don't get no more chance. And any Black person that's believing her and want to hook up with her, you go right ahead, but don't come back over here. Once you step on their land over there with them, you stay over there because you're a traitor. No more treasonous behavior. Can we have one more chance? Bitch, we didn't gave you how many? 500 chances, 500 years worth of chances. And you still don't get it straight. Still not getting it right. We still being hung. We still being redlined. Our children still being miseducated. Still babies still dying in your hospitals. Black folks still being trafficked. So what is it? What can we do for you? What is it you want now? A chance to do what? To continue murdering us? We're done. We don't want to hold your hand. We don't want you going. We don't want to go to your schools. We don't want you in our neighborhoods. We don't want you coming to our businesses. Well, yeah, we're gonna take your money, but you don't need to stay. But we're done with you.
Hurry up and buy.
Go ahead, say again.
And I was saying, hurry up and buy.
Okay, hurry up and buy and leave neighborhood. Seriously. And take your Chinese people with you, with their businesses. Because we know how they got their business. They had loans they wouldn't give us. They put them in our neighborhood, but they wouldn't put them in white folk neighborhood. And would they come feeding us dogs and cats? You think that was Chinese real meat? Think that wasn't rats and some other stuff you was eating? Chinese folk come in your neighborhood, make it look just like a meal, and you just eating it up. You know how crazy. What they're eat behind them people. I'm not eating behind people I know don't like them, but I rest with that.
Well, no, yeah, and I would normally would have show something that, but I need to show you something. I guess that'll be more of a lesson. I guess.
News exclusive for you. The family of an officer shot in 1987 is speaking out against the possible parole of the man convicted in the case. Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark.
Now, people, this cop was shot in 87 and died in like 2000, like 32 years later. Right, and then they blamed the black man who shot him in 1987 for him dying. That's great.
Winnie live now at APD headquarters, and Mark, the officer's widow, got a letter from the parole board about this.
Atlanta Police Chief Darren Shearbaum says, though J.J. Bielo died more than 3 decades after he was shot, he gave his life in the line of duty, earning a pennant on the APD flag and his badge on the memorial wall. And that's why he says he opposes parole.
Like 40 years later.
Even though it's been almost 39 years, it's pain that you live with every day.
I'm not sure that I still sleep good nights through. I get emotional anytime I think about it.
Now, you see that. One, this crooked fool, oh, I can't sleep at night. I'm so emotional. Now, they're going to say, do you forgive this black man who did this in 1987? You know what I'm saying?
Atlanta Police Chief Darren Shearbaum says former Atlanta.
Forgiveness.
Well, let's see if they forgive him. Like, because we know we're going to forgive.
Police Detective J.J. Bielo died in 2019 as a result of wounds he sustained 32 years earlier in 1987.
Do you hear that? He died in 2019 from a shot in 1987.
Crazy. That's crazy. How do you fix your mouth to say that's crazy to me?
Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy. He died 30 years later. What in the world?
In 2019.
He was supposed to die anyway. Like he's gonna live. He was supposed to live forever?
Damn.
Oh my
He
God.
must have been bleeding the whole time. And it took him 30 years to die.
He died. Took him 30 years. 30 years. Yeah, okay. 30 years.
Interrupting an armed robbery at a restaurant where he was working.
That's crazy.
An extra job, eventually leaving him a quadriplegic.
The medical examiner ruled that were it not for the injuries that Detective Boello received in 1987, that he would not have passed in 2019.
Now the chief says he joins Bielo's friends and family in opposing parole for David Timothy Moore, sentenced to life plus for armed robbery, aggravated assault, and more. His widow, Barbara Bielo.
I'm very much against it because I think he's a danger.
Son Ross Bielo.
100% opposed. Vehemently opposed.
Retired DEA agent Larry Sproat says he and J.J. Bielo were partners at APD in the 70s and remained like brothers. A state board of pardons and paroles.
And there's some.
Oh my God, I can't take them. They the most dangerous, and always holler about somebody else being dangerous. Telling you eating the baby, you drinking their blood, but everybody else is dangerous except you. Okay, Epstein list. Okay.
Well, look. Speaking of paraplegic,
What if I
let's
told
see how
you
they deal with the
slaps a man in a wheelchair in front of the entire community. I have the video and the update. Here it is.
Right there is why you don't go to jail. You're not gonna talk to me like that. I'm talking to you too.
Why you smack him, man? Oh my God, why you smack him? Oh, why did you smack him?
Look at that.
Put it up. Oh, man. You're looking at Acela Police Chief Robert Eflin. The chief is accused of slapping a paraplegic man during a police response to a fight between teenagers.
He was threatened.
He was in his wheelchair. Quote,
he was threatened.
He smacked me. He smacked the hell out of me. And then he choked me. I'm in a chair, paraplegic. Can't do anything from my belly button down, end quote, Williams said. The incident occurred 2 weeks after Chief Eflin.
So yeah, that's how they handle the paraplegic. But you notice he tried to do that in front of the entire neighborhood, right? To
And
do
what
a
happened?
show of dominance, a show of force.
Exactly. Yep.
'Cause that's not how stuff in nature go. You think you go up into a pack of wolves and smack the one that's like retarded or whatever,
They
and the
should have ate
gang of
him up.
wolves ain't gonna tear you up. You know what I'm saying?
They should have.
It's a,
They should have.
and there's like peeing on your stuff, But
Yep.
anyway, consider. Let's I'm gonna try to get through as much as the rest of it as we can. So before we wrap it up, because there's some stuff that I do have to show you. Um, but I mean, this ain't necessarily one of them, but I want you to hear it.
Most definitely under attack in this.
Books and over in here. Let's get into this video.
White men are most definitely under attack in this country, and that's not even an exaggeration. And what's also not hyperbolic to say is that if you can't acknowledge this simple fact in even the slightest degree, then you are my sworn enemy. Not only are character attacks on white men pervasive in social conversation, it can also be observed in things like entertainment and advertising. So I can tell you right now, one surefire way to get me to not buy a product is if they feature interracial couples in their advertising, particularly if it's a non-white male with a white woman, because the optical infringement upon white male breeding space is a psyop, and it's a psyop that's laughable at best, but no tactic.
It is laughable because they don't have the genetics to be able to reproduce. So I don't know.
Tactics like this generally fail in their objective to emasculate white men. It's the fact that they think that it can work that I find so deplorable. No, we're at a stage where these spiritual salvos are largely ineffective. They can be
All right. We ain't gonna keep playing whatever this Neanderthal say. But the point is, right? Because when I see a thing with black men and with the white woman, but even especially when I see a black woman, and especially on these movies, and they gotta have this white man or this white savior and stuff like that. It's disgusting. It disgusts me. I'm gonna be real with you. Like even when I see a black woman with a white dude, it disgusts me. You know what I'm saying? So I get how y'all feel, but I don't know what you think about that, Cassidra.
Yeah, ain't nobody think about it with that crazy man talking about. They don't even know what to say to that shit. It's stupid. They are so delusional. So delusional. Sometimes you just don't even know. I don't got nothing to say. Go ahead. Sick of them.
Well, I'll show you what you're afraid of, Cassidra. Check this out.
You harassing me.
Look at this. Look at this now.
Please. Please, Please, can you back? No, I don't. I'm gay. Yeah, I'm gay. Yeah. No problem. No, I'm gay, man. I don't like women. Please, you gotta back up. Please. Can you back up? No, we're not taking no pictures together. I'm recording for my own safety. Please back up. Man, can you back? You too close. Please. No, I don't like you. I just
Please.
Yeah. Oh, you gay too? I'm straight now.
That brother being terrorized though right now by a white bitch.
Yeah, the lion said he gay to get the peach from
I'm recording my own safety.
He's like, please, please.
He got a lie to get. He got a lie in order to have some peace from them. That's the sad part about it.
Damn. Y'all talk about patriarchy. There's your patriarchy.
Center of the platform.
Please.
Where I live? I'm from Dubai. I just told you that. Yeah, I'm on vacation. I'm here for 6 weeks.
It's cool answering that.
Because I'm not coming back, man.
Now the question is, why the hell is he standing right there though? Why don't he just? I don't know. And now consider before you even go in, it gets even worse. Check this out.
This is Catherine. She's pulling on Keywan Davis's hair. She's attacking him. She's not letting him go.
Black
She's
people is
attacking him. She's
terrified,
not
boy.
letting
I
him
tell
go.
you.
She's pulling on his hair. She's not letting him go.
And like she cracked the window because she didn't even want to get out. Then nobody want no smoke.
You
With
will
no
be
white
going
bitch.
to jail. I am calling the police. I am calling the police. I hope you know that you're going to jail, Mama. Keep your. She will not let
You
him
better not call the
go.
police.
She keeps pulling on his hair, chasing, talking about we're not finna argue, let's go. Come on. Looking a mess. I'm definitely putting the law on your ass. She's pulling his hair, forcing him to leave. Come on. He do not want to go.
Man, he sure is chilling.
Come on. He does not want to go, and she's begging him to go. He does not want to go.
Yo, this girl is getting on my nerves, though.
I'm walking outside. What are you talking about? Like, come on. It's okay. You're on camera, Mama. You're going to jail, Mama. Yes, you is. You good, Keywan? She's on camera and she's going to jail. You're good. Don't do nothing, Keywan. Do not do anything. Do not do anything. She's on camera and she's going to jail. Do not do anything. Don't do anything. Don't do anything. You good? You overly good. You overly good.
He might be underly good.
This is the moment. I promise you. This is the moment that you wanted, bitch. You gonna get that. Come on. Come on. It's okay, Keywan. Walk off. Go find somewhere safe, and I'll see what you on. I'm about to get ready to put the law on her ass.
God damn. No wonder we some slaves, y'all.
In the hell, does he know how to get her off of him? What in the hell? What is going on here? Is this the mental illness shit? What is going on? You a whole dude, and you punking out like this? Get her off of you. What are we doing? Forecast. I'm going to bed.
Well, we have integrated. We fully integrated into white society.
My
So
God. Cannot with this. What in the hell? What is going on here? We doing seriously? What is going on?
and this girl sitting in her car, cracked the window because she's too scared to get out the car. Thought, is she going to jail? Like, girl, if you don't shut the hell up.
Oh, you hired the police, your ass going to jail and he going with her. Beat her ass so you'll have something to go to jail for. You going to jail. You going to jail. That's why she know. That's why she ain't scared. Because she know you call the police, she going to be good. You going to jail.
And that brother ain't making a move. That boy better not twitch. Damn. Oh, man.
The police will be here soon.
You better hope not. You better hope he gets the hell out.
You ain't lying. You better hope he get away before the police get there. He's going to jail. He gonna die. And that's what the white girl's thinking. Go ahead, call him. Because that's my brother on the police force. You gonna die tonight. He might go. You gonna die. She ain't going to jail. You gonna die.
This is Cat.
Now, Cassidra, let's look at what happened to the last brother. He was on camera. This brother was running down the street from the white girl, and he still got convicted. You know how crazy that is? It's on camera.
That's the same.
He ran down the street from the girl. He pushed her away. Please help. Help. And he still got convicted. You know that's crazy? God damn, Cassidra. I don't know if Hope is alive anymore. I don't know.
That right there is the craziest thing ever. Right there.
That boy ran for blocks.
Yes, convicted, and you lost everything. But that was for you messing with them in the first place. They trying to punish y'all just for messing with them. Leave them white women alone. I don't know how many times.
Damn,
I
how
don't know how
long is
many
this video? That boy was running.
running for dear life and still got convicted. That's the saddest part though, right there. He couldn't even
Oh
run to save
man,
himself.
still didn't get away.
Still
Damn.
didn't get away. Still didn't get away. It still lost. But at least he woke up because he married a black one.
Oh man.
Whatever it took for him to wake up, good job. Whatever it took. That's what he had to do to wake up. He woke up. He good now. Okay.
Now, Cassidra, check this out here. Look at this video, man. All right, hold on, my bad. It's on mute.
Just imagine what she be trying to tell you. I can just imagine.
Now, this brother said, I ain't gonna run down the street. I'm still gonna record for my safety now, but I ain't gonna run down the street.
Hey, that's crazy. Hey, that's why that's hoes together. It's like a broke hole collision. It's like a gang of broke hoes, my nigga. Bro, it's like a gang. Look, she wanna crash out cause she broke. She wanna crash out cause she broke. Bro, hey, they be ready to crash out cause they ain't got nothing to lose. They ain't got nothing to lose. Hey, what that is a bunch of hoes that ain't got nothing to lose. Bunch of broke assholes. Look at them ready to crash out. They ready to crash out. Look at them ready to crash out. Look at them. Look at them ready to.
Boy, shut the hell up and drove off, didn't it?
Were they shooting at him?
Yep.
Because I was roasting them. They started roasting me first. They started, look at this. Because she almost got me. That's what my head
He got out
was.
of there, didn't he? He got out there. He shut up real quick, didn't he? He was like, them bitch is crazy. Oh my God, I'm done.
Oh man. Now I did have that other one I sent you, Cassidra. I forgot to pull it up, which is probably good because it's like I probably shouldn't show that one, you know.
Crazy.
Yeah.
They started shooting at him.
And then the other one when I showed you where the white boy shot the mom and the son and then went to go shoot the other girl and then I forgot to pull that one up. So I'm not gonna do that though. But
That's crazy. That's
yeah.
crazy. That's what happened when you don't have your weapon with you. You know the toxicity of these people, and you still walking around candy barless. You know the toxicity of these people, and you still walking around here with nothing in your hand. Okay.
Damn. So that's patriarchy for you. You best to run down the damn street. That brother tried not to run. You see,
He tried, didn't he? He got up out of there, didn't he?
He sure did run at the
He was
end,
like,
boy.
they shooting at. He couldn't believe that. That is too funny. Oh my God, that's too funny. He was like, what in the world going on here? They shooting. He couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it when I just heard it. I'm like, they shooting at him. Oh my God, that's crazy.
Because y'all tend to think that black people, if y'all think, oh, I go in the hood, they do the nah. They the ones that conquer everything by bloodshed, by killing, by murder. You try to get out of your community and go into the murder.
Exactly. And then you shocked when they start shooting at you. You shocked. He was shocked. That brother was shocked. He was like, "Oh my God, they shoot." He said, "I was just trying to roast him." He got up out of there, didn't he? Come on
He
back,
sure
roast
did.
him up. You
He
gonna end
sure
up
did.
dead.
And I gotta play this one too, because I can't forget the sister, because this disgusts me. And this is what y'all get. It's what she
I
get.
showered. The kids and I showered. So let's
You
go.
guys showered?
Yeah, you're not gonna shower. Let's.
Why do you guys shower? It's
What
snowing
the
outside.
hell?
You shower.
You're not
Oh
gonna
my
shower.
God.
People don't shower. At least white people don't shower when it's cold and snowy
He
out.
said it's snowing outside while I take a shower.
Why
What?
would you shower?
Bathed in the snow.
Moors, you have failed, Moors.
It's cold outside. I don't smell.
How do you know you don't smell?
White people don't shower in the cold.
Oh my God.
Are you joking?
No, I'm not
Yeah, he said you knew that while we were dating, so you married that.
It's for a long time. And if it's cold for a long time, you won't
That's what
shower.
you fought to be a part of.
No, the cold kills everything.
The cold kills everything.
Why are you acting so surprised?
Dominic,
Exactly. Why you so surprised?
Right.
He just made while you was dating him. You
You
didn't care?
smell, your butt smells, your armpit smells, your balls, your those areas.
Not
This-
me.
And she's still sleeping with him, I bet.
Yep.
No, this is stop display.
I think we can go out, but
You're not going out, you're gonna shower.
no, if I shower, it dry out my skin.
Well,
Oh, Lord. Oh my God.
For how long?
everything dries out. The sun, the water. Like, what the hell? Can they? Damn, Neanderthal skin is terrible, ain't it? Like,
Until it's warm again.
So if it's cold for 3
until
months,
it's
you don't shower.
warm again.
Go
We've
shower
been
so we can
together
go.
for how long? And you know I don't shower.
I know that's
Oh my
something.
God.
No, I've never noticed, and this is really shocking to me.
Really, you don't pay attention.
It is 2026. I can't believe it.
Your balls.
What have you done, sister? Now you stuck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not Megan Good. You see, I'm not gonna finna marry you probably. Now, all right, I'll skip these last two, just these other two, just to finish it up, because this is some Spanish boy. Because we talked about the mulatto thing, but I'll let this slide. This one slide here.
Let's get into this video.
And this other Hispanic boy.
If you want to, buddy, I can ask you to leave.
I'm not leaving because I'm door. Get away from me. Get away from my car.
I'm in the street.
Get away from my car.
You can record me all you want to, buddy. I can ask you to leave.
I'm not leaving because I'm DoorDash. I don't have to leave the neighborhood. Get your ass away from my car. Move.
Neighborhood watch. If I ask you to leave, you will leave.
I don't give a what you are.
Leave.
No.
You want to answer to my mom? Because she works for the county. She can make you leave.
Go get Karen. I don't care.
I'm asking you to leave.
Go get Karen. I don't care. Go get Karen. I don't care. Get your weird racist ass on. You little.
You're not going to be racist, and I get the...
They said, why the retards, Cassidra? They asked me, why the retards? There you go.
Subdivision. I live here.
Oh, yeah. Just know you're going viral, buddy. I was waiting for the perfect day to catch some like this. I told y'all be thinking I'll be bull. This is the reason why I talk about the people I talk about. Because they asses are exactly like how I...
Well, at least it ain't a white girl. He ain't got to run down the street for his fucking safety.
Oh my
You can
God.
sit there.
We'll
You
get
can
beat
sit
up
there and
by.
record.
Go and get beat up by one. We waiting on the police, but you get beat up by a white girl.
Oh, no.
I say. But it's your subdivision, though, right?
I'll call Sam and have you, the police called them.
All right. You want to say something, Cassidra? Because I'm going to try to end with something positive.
Girl, I ain't got nothing to say. These people. I cannot with these people.
All right, let's try. Hopefully, this is the positive. This is a starter as a positive thing. All right, okay, yeah, this is something here.
What you're looking at is the latest anti-drone camo suit used by Russian forces in Ukraine. Let me show you. Now, here it is in action, and as you can see, it clearly looks like a bunch of trash or rubble just in the middle of the street, but more importantly, it's treated with anti-infrared paint to conceal the soldier's heat signature. Let me show you. So here's the exact same scene through two different lenses. At the top is a traditional camera, and the camouflage clearly works, but at the bottom is a thermal camera, which only picks up on heat, and as you can see, the person appears clear as daylight. Now, the same camouflage technique is being applied to these large tarps that are then used to cover entire areas. And here's an example of a soldier using the same technique to conceal a weapon. And this is just a really interesting example of how the design of camouflage is evolving alongside new technologies in war, such as drones. Follow for more.
All right. So if only we can get some Negro technology popping in here, we'd be all right, you know. But when all else fails, Cassidra, this definitely positive in the way to end it. Black unity, right? When we don't leave our neighborhoods but protect them. Or we on the shores of Africa, Brazil, or New York. You see you trying to hem up a black dude, they ain't, no, hell no. And he was trying to protect the white boy. He ain't even getting him off of the black dude. Now the white girl is sitting there. We already seen how disgusting she was. Only thing was missing was that chair for the white girl. So.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
All right, and this is the last one, Cassidra, because this is another good one here.
Belt, motherfucker! I saw your belt! I saw your belt! Shoot your motherfucker! Get that! Stay your ass! Fuck off! This motherfucking man!
He's trying to take him. He know that shit hurt.
I saw your belt, motherfucker! I saw your belt! I saw your belt! Shoot your motherfucker! Get that!
There you go.
Stay your ass! Fuck off!
So once you build these communities, have this brother outside of there.
I saw your belt!
Anybody that walk up, I want you to do that.
I saw your belt! Shoot your motherfucker! Get that! Stay your ass! Fuck off! This motherfucking man! Right, boy!
What you think? What you think about that, Cassidra?
That's the best video I've seen tonight. That's the best one right there. That's the best one. It's the best one. That's what we got to do. Stay away from us, and we'll stay away from you. Because you come on our land, because we have, we already told you no trespassing. You trespass, we're going to handle our business. Period. That's what we have to get to. But it's so many of us who have forgotten, and we don't want to remember, that we're going to still keep giving them chance after chance after chance. Even when we have to run from them, we're going to still give them a chance, another chance. That's the sad part about it. That's the sad part about it.
Hey, after you get convicted after you run down the street. That's the best chance you got, though. That's the crazy part. I don't know, Cassidra. I'm trying to keep hope alive, so I don't know what to say. So I'm not going to say too much. I don't know. But you got any last words to wrap it up for today?
I just want us to remember, why are we doing these videos in the first place? We're not doing it just for entertainment. We are doing this to remember, to help you remember you've forgotten. We forgot who the enemy is. We don't even teach our children anymore that they're dangerous. We tell our children that our own is dangerous. We forgot. It's time to wake up and do something different. But are we? Probably not. But we're going to still keep talking about it. And hopefully, if we get one per show, we're doing good. One every Wednesday. That's 4 a month. We're doing good. But hopefully we get more than one per month or per show. Because it's time for us to do something totally different. Because we keep doing the same thing over and over and over, thinking these people are changed, thinking they're different, thinking that, oh, they're my best friend. No, they're not. These are very dangerous people. And we're not teaching our children that. And I rest.
All right, now consider for these last words, you're probably gonna get mad, you know what I'm saying? But I think these is fitting last words for us tonight. Let's see. All right, hopefully it come up. All right, here you go.
All right, now. Number one, I want to give all glory to God. Yes, sir. Because that's who made all this possible. Number two, I want to thank his mama. Yes, and I want to thank my sisters and brothers. Right. I want to thank my children for being strong through this rough time. Yes. Because I know it was hard what they had to deal with. Yes. And number two, I want to thank all y'all people, all the support y'all gave us. That's because right. One of us even did this. There you go. And no one side did this. That's right. God put us all together to make this happen. So there ain't no one side. You know what I tell you? God don't work one side. God worked two sides. All right, I'm gonna put you here, I'm gonna put you there. Amen. So y'all pull together and work this thing. That's it. Amen. So hey, that's what it's all about. Amen. Because if one side wouldn't work, it wouldn't have happened. That's right. You had people working when you wasn't working. That's right. Come on. When you weren't working, you had people out here working, marching, going in the office. Yeah. We conquered that lynch mob. Yes. We got that lynch mob. This history today. Letting you know that black kid life does matter. For real, all life matters. Yes. Not just black children. We don't want to see nobody go through this. Amen. I don't want to see no daddy watch their kid get lynched and shot down like that. That's right, Mom. So it's all our problem. It's all our problem. So hey, let's keep fighting. Let's keep doing it and making this place a better place for all human beings. Amen.
So there you go.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Fucking. Oh my God, Lord. Oh my goodness. All lives matter.
Mm-mm-mm.
And Al Sharpton, was that Al Sharpton right there?
Yeah, then Crump, Al Sharpton.
My goodness, Lord. Forecast, I don't know.
That's the last words for tonight, y'all. So ain't no one
That's
side did this, y'all.
Oh my God, that's so sad. That's sad. That's the saddest thing I've heard today.
Mm-mm-mm.
Wow. Okay. Why the babies?
Well, because our babies is doing. That's why.
Okay. This was all everybody's fault, huh? That he shot your son down. Okay. All right.
God put you here. God put me there. Because
Ain't that something?
it wasn't when it did
Ain't
it.
that
None of
something?
this wouldn't have happened. My
Ain't
son
that
wouldn't be
something?
dead.
We all had something to do with that. Really. We all had something to do with that, huh? What? He was in the white neighborhood. Oh Lord. Okay. I don't even know what to say to that. That was so sad. But guess what? A lot of black folks think like that. We blame us for our situation all the time. We point fingers at black folk all the time. This is why we can't get along. Why we got to go through this. Why we doing this. Why we do it. Well, look at the whole system that they set up against for you. They set up a whole system against you, and you still doing good. You're doing better than you ever have been. But still, we got a lot of work to do. But I rest. I don't even know what to say. That's so heartbreaking. That's sad. That's so heartbreaking just to hear somebody black who's that old talk like that. He's old as hell and you talking like that. You still a coon. All right.
Unfortunately, that has to be the last words because I don't know. That's where
Because
we
you got
at.
black
You
folks
want?
still thinking like that. You still got black folks thinking like that. That's why it had to be the last word.
Yeah.
Because even then, they need to wake up.
And yeah, because y'all scared to even say something, you know what I'm saying? That's why I shouts out to Cassidra, because she ain't scared to be called a racist, you know what I'm saying? So shouts out to you.
I'm giving
You know,
them
like,
call me whatever you want to. I'm gonna
I'd be
still
like,
keep talking
thank
and
you.
calling them on their shit. So
Right.
guess what?
They scared to talk though, Cassidra, because they might piss off the white girl in the bed with them right now. So
Exactly. Okay. And that's exactly what it is. They just sold out. When you see a black person with a white woman or a black woman with a white man, you know they sold out. They can't talk like this. They can't get over here and talk about their white folk like we do. They can't. They've sold out. They're safe. And those crackers know they're safe. That's why you're laying next to them. Because they know you done sold your soul. They know you done sold out. You done sold your people out. And you know you done sold your people out. But I'm gonna rest with that one. That was enough right there. I ain't got nothing else to say. That was something else.
yeah. Yeah. So shouts out to Karma 804 in the building, Jermaine Thompson.
Yeah.
Matron, shouts out to Matron. Appreciate you, Matron. Nicole, shouts out to Nicole in the building. And I don't shout out none of the rest of y'all who ain't say nothing. So how about that? All right. So as always, man, we have got to start standing for something, or we gonna keep falling for anything.
Peace, family.